What's up, guys? Man, welcome to Lakers Corner post game. I'm your host, Coop, and man, we're just gonna get right into it. We lost it. We lost the opener to the Warriors, 123 to 109. It was a game of shooting woes. I would credit this to. We couldn't hit a shot. I mean, the only thing that came out of tonight's game worth noting is that we were able to hit the free throws tonight. We shot 76% from the free throw line. Yeah, we shot 43s and made 10 of them. That's 25%. It's not going to get it on a lot of nights against anybody in the NBA. The things that I had concerns with in the offseason, and I mentioned it in the pod, the shooting. The shooting is the biggest concern. Given if they're healthy, we know what LeBron and AD will do. And that's pretty much it. We don't know what Russ is going to give us. We don't know what the bench is going to give us. I think that we should have looked and explored even harder. Maybe even pulled the trigger on the deal, because now you're seeing the Lakers' weakness, and now it's been exploited in the first game, but the Lakers simply can't knock the shots down. They're getting wide open looks. And yes, we can probably credit to it. Oh, we got the looks, but we just missed them. Yeah, but the people that are missing them are not known for shooting it. And I think that it's a concern for me because, more teams, once they'll give you the man-to-man, but once they can't stop you doing man-to-man, they're going to run zone. And that's where the biggest concern lies, is that we can't seem to knock down these shots. I mean, we're missing open shots. We're getting good looks. We're not hitting them. I don't know if you want to account that to, just maybe it wasn't our night, or this is going to be a reoccurrence moving through the season. Not being able to hit shots at points in times, careless turnovers, not getting back on defense. It starts to build up, and I mean, I feel like Darvin Ham has a good grasp of things, but tonight it just looked really bad. And yes, it's game one. There's no need to panic, but it just gave me flashbacks of last season on a nightly basis. I mean, let's be real. Let's be honest. I probably watched games till the half, if that. I mean, because most times you got a Laker team that didn't care. I'm not going to say this is the same team. We're going to end up with the same results, but at least for this, I've seen some fight in the Lakers, which we didn't get to see a lot last year. Was seeing that fight, being able to just attack every possession, give it their all, leave it all on the floor, as coaches would say. It looked bad last year, but this year, it looked like they have fight, but they just can't hit shots, and it's not due in part to the personnel. I just think that we just don't have the right personnel to be able to keep up with these teams shooting 43s a game. We're gonna have a lot of good nights from the three. Well, hopefully. And that's yet to be seen if we can do it. But I think that, if we're shooting at a high clip or a good clip, I think we can win most games. I think if we had to hit that extra 4 or 5 threes, I mean, at least 5, it would have been a game. Going 10 for 40, it just doesn't sit well with me. The bench couldn't give us really nothing, too much of nothing. I mean, outside of Kendrick Nunn, we had 21 points from the bench. And majority of it came from Kendrick Nunn. And Kendrick Nunn was getting played off the court. They when the Warriors went on that run, they were using Kendrick Nunn as the ticket. You know, Klay Thompson got going off of Kendrick Nunn, if you can't recall, in the third quarter. He did a pin down, came back, pop, straight jumper. Then another pin down, came off the pick, wide open three. It looks like Kendrick Nunn had got, stuck on the pick, but his closeout wasn't going to affect Klay Thompson's shooting. And so he kind of played himself out of minutes because he just couldn't stay on the floor. They were trying to expose him at any given opportunity they were having. LeBron he played solid for what it's worth. He did have 5 turnovers. He was a -9. He had 31 points, 8 assists, and 14 rebounds. Hit all his free throws. Shot a lot of threes, in my opinion. He was 3 from 10. I just feel like LeBron should be taking about 5, maybe 6 a game. And if you're feeling it, just keep fucking going. And when I'm saying feeling it, I mean knocking him actually down. Russell Westbrook. Russell had 19, 11 boards, and 3 assists, 4 turnovers. He was a -6 on the floor. Patrick Beverley had a terrible night. He had 5 fouls, 3 points. It was a -5. Had a turnover. Did have 3 steals. Had 2 assists. He just got in foul trouble early and it just could not get out of it. And it just looked, for a first game for the Lakers, it wasn't ideal, given what, saying what we gave up. Not saying Taylor and Horton Tucker is like a superstar, but if he's putting up that, what was the point in trading for him if he can't hit shots? And on the defensive end, if he's not being that vocal person. So yeah, Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker had 5. He was a -13. He could not get it going. He looked lost at times on the defensive end. I know it's going to take him some time to get acclimated into this type of system. He's been in the Pop system for quite some time. Not quite some time, like he's been in the league for 20 years, but he's had some good time with Greg Popovich. And I just think that, it's going to take him time to understand what we as the Lakers are doing with the new coach and just kind of, grasping it, just taking all the information he can in one scenario and just applying it as fast as possible. Man, it just looked bad. I didn't see much from Matt Ryan. I would like to see him play a little bit more because those first 2-3 minutes, we could run those actions for him. But I think it's going to take that first little 10-minute just flat out, hooping for them to kind of see the progress in it and then move forward with that. I'm not going to lay too much on Juan Toscano because it was ring night, and we all know what kind of emotions come into it. So I'll spot you a game, Juan, because after that, I don't see him doing too much. The thing that made me that I was really surprised with is I don't know if it was the benching of Damian Jones or what, but from my understanding, I thought he was going to be playing. I didn't see him listed on the injury report unless it was a last-minute scratch, but that was just something that was really boggling my mind while the game was going on because, they kept bringing William Gabriel out, and he can't, for some reason, he's terrible in the pick and roll, and I kind of caught that, and I was just like, why is he out there? Because I was just so frustrated with seeing the Lakers just miss a lot of threes and then continue to take threes. And it was just like, what the fuck is going on? Excuse my language. I just think that, maybe possibly that they need to, look into it, look into the shooting because it wasn't ideal. Austin Reeves, and I've been saying this in preseason. I said Austin Reeves doesn't look like a player that's improved, or what, or is he degressing? I don't know, because I don't see no attack in him. I think that he's just taking more of the shot because it's it's something that you can't pass up. But I think that Austin Reeves has to show me something better than what tonight's performance was. He was getting beat like he stole something, literally getting beat backdoor left and right. And, it's just a bad look, because it's just, come on, man. We need you to be able to do this, Austin Reeves is just, they made it to where they feel like he had promise. And I just, right now, I just don't see, if it's first game though, but I just don't think that, he's going to be that guy. And I'm okay if I'm wrong. I want to play a snippet of LeBron's post-game interview and just kind of catch and see what, some of the things that he felt about the game. It's about almost 2 minutes long. So, let's hear it out. Here's LeBron in regards to post-game. And, yeah.
Been on, this is the 20th season starting with a new team, but just wondered how you see things at this point after taking in this game in the context of the Warriors being who they are.
Well, the Warriors are who they are. That goes without saying. Don't need to harp on the greatness they possess every night with their ball club. But for us, I think we are what I expected from tonight. Some great moments, some not so good moments, and that comes from just a team that's coming together for the first time. A lot of new pieces, a whole new system, coaching staff. But I love the way we competed. Obviously, the turnovers. We're not going to win ball games like that, but once we start getting on the same page and know where guys are going to be, and we start going through, our system is how we want to perform. I think that'll get better with time, but it was kind of what I expected. We had, like I said, some good times, and some other times were not as good as we will like.
LeBron, what do you think of the starting group tonight, and how you guys started the game, and then kind of what shifted in the third quarter with that group?
Besides the early fouls, versus a team like this, you definitely don't want to get in the penalty early. They just shoot the free throw extremely well, and for a team like that, they're already going to make so many tough shots. You don't want them to be able to get freebies. So I thought defensively we were really good. We had some really good looks, obviously, that didn't go in for us. But other than that, I think pretty good. And then in the third quarter, we let loose a little bit defensively. A lot of them getting in transition. Clay came out hot early in the third quarter, gave us 8 straight, and then hit a nice dump down to Wiggs for a dunk. But their third quarter is where they have always excelled since they've made this transition to being a powerhouse team.
That was LeBron. On just his thoughts on the game. It was a little bit longer. It's about 6 minutes long. Check that out if you get the opportunity to. LeBron treating it, as a, hey, we got the looks. It'll get better. Sounds like the same tune he was singing last year, early in the season. And, he as we slowly began to keep going, he slowly started to digress from his statements that he previously was saying. It wasn't. I like to see that they fought, because at one point it was getting really ugly, and they made it a game. They had to bring their starters back in. I want them to be explorative, to be on the defensive end, to be more, relentless on plays. I think this is what we're gonna require, given the fact that we're already at a handicap because we don't really have consistent shooters. So, we got to hone it in on the defensive end. Like, we got to be really good on the defensive end. And some you guys might disagree with my opinion, but if we're talking on the technical side, like, we have to be, because the defense is going to hold us up, you know. But yeah, that was LeBron. We're just going to jump right into the next one. It's AD's post-game presser. And let's just get his thoughts on what, you know, the Warriors have, you know, what they possess, the things that they can do, and just his thoughts on it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get that.
Well, they're the best third quarter team. What they were last year. They come out and try to take the lead in the third quarter. It's a separation. We shot terrible from three tonight. Turnovers, 21 turnovers. I think it was just timely possessions, timely turnovers. We got some great looks from three we just missed, and they made a lot of their shots in the third quarter, and that's what they do. That's how they got that separation.
What do you think you guys can do with just one day before you play for what'll be the Clippers season opener? Where do you have to get better, and how do you do it on such short notice like this?
Well, I mean, this is the only team that does this in the league. Like, they're a special team. The way they're able to shoot the basketball. I think we competed. I think we played very hard. There's no moral victories, but I think we just got to do a better job of, like I say, staying attached, to guys, especially shooters. We got detached a lot tonight from Clay, from Poole. Some other guys. J. Michael hit a couple threes, and I think we go back and look at the film. We know what we can get better at, but see it and then apply it on Thursday.
And that was AD. AD looked pretty good. I would love to kind of see him play a full game without falling on the floor more than 2 to 3 times a game. I think he needs to be able to finish strong, and you would think that he has the body, the physique to be able to withstand going through the lane. His base, it just looks like it's weak, like, because he falls so often in the game. It's just like, Jesus Christ, AD, like, you gotta be careful, slow it down. But yeah, tonight he looked pretty solid, pretty good, with the exception of the couple of plays where I felt like he could have been more aggressive. I felt like he could have gave more effort. There was one instance where LeBron gave him a bounce pass. It was a little low, but AD didn't even attempt to purchase or get on it, to pick it up and put it. I just felt like we just didn't click tonight. Didn't click for us tonight. I can't even sit here in front, but it seemed like Russ. It sucks. Russ played a solid game tonight. Like, he couldn't really hit the shot like that either. But he played solid. And he had shared his thoughts. That one was a little longer too. I suggest you guys go check it out on Twitter if you have it. Under Spectrum Sports Net. It was a longer interview, and they kind of hammered down on those questions. They spoke about how he's feeling right now because of the trade rumors and things like that, and just the fact that how is he taking it, and Russ answered the questions, and these are the questions he's going to get every night, every game. Those questions are going to get asked. How are you feeling? Do you think that, and he's got to sit there and answer them. And that's why I thought that it would have been best for us to try to get rid of his contract, and we wouldn't have to worry about this. But every night they're going to ask it. So when he has back nights, he's going to get hit with them. And so, yeah, man, let's get Russ's thoughts on this.
Seven-point game at halftime. Just wondered what you saw in that third quarter that ended up being the difference.
Not getting stops that we needed to. Play a little too slow, in my opinion. But,
It's your second year here, but another kind of new team, just like last year was. A lot of new guys, new coaches. Just wonder what are the things that you guys are trying to do to build the cohesion that a team like Golden State or the Clippers on Thursday are going to have from being similar?
Right now we're just trying to compete. I think that the rest of the stuff kind of just got to figure out, with a lot of new guys and guys playing. But for the most part, just trying to find a way to compete for 48 minutes.
Russ, how'd the communication go between you and Darvin in the lineup change coming off the bench against Sacramento and then going back with the first unit tonight? Like, just how did that go, and how did you take the news for the Kings game, and how did you take the news getting back at the first unit for tonight?
Just prepared, like I said early this year, just making sure I'm prepared mentally and physically for whatever comes my way. And that's pretty much it. Whatever is asked of me here, I try to do the best of my ability, and like I've always done, and that's it.
Russ answered that like a professional, man. Can't say nothing in a bad term about it. He said exactly what needed to be said. He's not running away from the questions. He's taking them head on, and I respect that. I feel like no matter how good Russ plays, he's still not a good fit for the Lakers. And this is no disrespect to him. It's just what the Lakers want to do, and the inability of Russ to be able to take those actions, hitting a jump shot, making smarter plays, being a little bit smarter with the ball. Russ averages at least 2 to 3 turnovers a game on just careless, mindless type of passes, or just things where he just has lapses and turns the ball over. We jump back into it Thursday night against the Los Angeles Clippers, another team opening up on opening night. No, the Clippers having their first game of the season, so we take them on Thursday, and we got to bring it, because have the analysts say it, they feel like the Clippers are a title contending team if healthy. Healthy is basically the key to a lot of people's team success. So to see them all healthy and ready to go, they feel like they can win the championship. And I'm not disagreeing with it or not. It's early, you don't know what can happen. So yeah, once again, Lakers lose the first one. They drop to 0-1. Hopefully it doesn't keep going. But yeah, they're gonna be 0-1 going into Thursday, playing against the Los Angeles Clippers in their opening night. The shooting has to improve. We got to be really locked in on the defensive end, because once Kawhi and Paul George get going, they just take turns and go for 8 to 10, 12, 13, 14 points and switch off. So we just gotta be ready for them. We gotta match their intensity. We gotta be bullies out there as well. But yeah, we take them on Thursday, and hopefully, we can come out victorious. Win on our home court, because Clippers ain't got no court there. But yeah, thanks for listening. If you're not, make sure you're following. Make sure you're subscribing. And if you're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, go ahead and subscribe to that. Leave a rating, and we're gonna get back to you, man. I promise you. We're gonna bring another one. But no, I'm gonna keep continuing playing different like intros and outros. And man. For those of you on YouTube, let me know your thoughts on these little bits to intro in. But yeah, I'm just going to keep trying them out till we find one that kind of clicks. But yeah, let me know. This is another one for our outro. So yeah, go ahead and slide in the comments and let us know what you think on that. Peace.